Central to the Hemingses' identity was their being of mixed race. Basing American slavery on race created a world where, put simply, it was better to be white than black. Being in between was meaningful as well, and the Hemingses' interracial origins helped determine the course of the family's history. The conventional wisdom that white slave owners sometimes valued more highly those slaves who most resembled white people was very much a part of life at Monticello, and the Hemingses benefited from it. Although, as we will see, at least one other enslaved family, the Grangers, who appear to have been of completely African origin, rivaled, if not exceeded, the Hemingses in the amount of trust Jefferson reposed in them. Thomas Jefferson Randolph, Jefferson's eldest grandson, extolled the virtues of the Hemingses specifically. He said that while slaves on the plantation had their own theories for why the Hemingses were favored, the true reasons were their superior intelligence, capacity, and fidelity to trust. There is no cause to doubt that the Hemingses were indeed intelligent, but we should also consider what role their appearance and the knowledge of their genetic makeup may have played in his assessment of them. Randolph was likely influenced by the common view among whites that intermixture with white people eugenically improved black people, making the children from these unions smarter and more attractive than those of full African heritage. Under the circumstances, Randolph and his grandfather would have been inclined to see, credit, and encourage the talent they saw in men and women who looked more like themselves. That is one way prejudice works. Like architecture, which can convey meaning as eloquently through the spaces left empty as the areas built over, Randolph's statement about the Hemingses is illuminating for what it says. He gives a view of the family's overall talent, and intriguing for what it does not say. Just what were those other unnamed reasons the slaves gave for the Hemings family's ascendancy? Was it just that they were fair-skinned, or was there something else? Although Randolph chose not to elaborate on this point, it is not too hard to figure out what he had in mind. The Hemingses were not only part white, their white parts came from the master's family. Naturally, the other slaves at Monticello might have assumed that this counted for something, influencing the way they and others saw the Hemingses and the way the family saw itself. It would be hard to look at a household filled with members of the same family and not come to the conclusion that their shared blood was why they were all there.